This is the second officer-involved shooting that we have seen just this week here in Butte County. I've heard behind these walls it's a different world, so I wanted to see it for myself and be in a day in the life of a correctional deputy here at the Shasta County Jail. What are some things that you want people to keep in mind right now with these hot temperatures, especially with terrain like this? I mean, the rain just started picking up again. You could see those dark clouds behind me. You can also see this massive tree. Let me move out of the way. It's been a little bit of snow, a little bit of rain, a little bit of hail here all day long. I want to show you guys what it looks like here in downtown Reading. These were the flyers that were found right here in this neighborhood, and this isn't the first time that we've seen something like this within Reading. But the property behind this one, you can see is exactly where the Thompson fire swept through. Just right behind me here is one of the many roads closed down because of the overflow of water onto the roadway. This area that you see right here is going to be completely transformed, and I can't complain since I made about 500 new best friends. We have some big news today. I'm actually here with Cameron Middleton, who we got to interview earlier. He's got a special announcement for us. So was there a moment where you thought I could die in this?
Yeah, for sure, 100%, immediately. Like, I didn't even have time to think anything else.
On Monday, December 18th, longtime Berry Creek residents Tyler and Melissa would have their world flipped upside down.
It exploded outwards. So when I woke up to an explosion, and there was fire on every side of me. I burned myself all over my arms, my neck, and my head.
That night, Tyler says that he turned on his propane heater, only this time he turned on a fan option for the very first time, something he later learned was a problem.
It had a little red switch on the top, and they stopped making it like that because they got sued because it turns the heater into a bomb. I had just put the batteries in that day.
And within minutes, flames engulfed the trailer with the couple and their beloved pets.
Unfortunately, 2 of my animals didn't make it. They were too loyal. I had a new cat named Mochi, and then I had my giant bunny. And when I say like animals and pets, it's not like they're pets. They were my family. Like, I slept in there every night with him. I raised him. I spent every waking moment with this rabbit. You know, I tried going in multiple times, and it didn't work. You know, the smoke and everything. He was really important to me.
After living through some of the North State's worst fires, the couple often spent time helping fire victims.
After the car fire, after the campfire, we were doing relief efforts.
Since we hadn't lost everything at that time, we just gave what we could of our own to people that, you know, had lost everything.
Now, starting back at square one, the couple is calling on the community to help in any way they can.
Yeah, I mean, we're not expecting handouts, but I mean, if there's someone that can give something, or if you even can't give something, a share is the best thing that you can do for us.
Do you think he's still dangerous?
Absolutely. And I do think he'll come for me.
This is Joanna Call, a California native who looks like your typical North State local. But under her cheery surface, this woman has endured a lot.
My uncle took me up to the woods, and it was a very violent rape.
Call was only 14 years old when she was sexually assaulted by her uncle in 1987, but she remembers it like it was yesterday.
It doesn't monopolize my existence anymore until recently.
In 2021, California legislature enacted Assembly Bill 3234, which lowered the age of qualification for the elderly parole program. Call's convicted offender, Michael Dossie, is now in his 70s, and after serving over 3 decades in prison, Dossie now qualifies. Shasta County District Attorney Stephanie Bridget broke down why this is.
When a person commits a crime, they're always going to be sentenced under the law that was in effect in that time period. In this case, it was 1987. The credits that he is eligible for under 1987 law gives him a parole date of this coming May.
All of a sudden, you're safe because you're old isn't fair. And the victims are not being taken into account.
Call's sense of safety has been flipped upside down, something that is unfortunately common for victims of such intense trauma.
You could have been doing very well for a number of years, and then you get the notice in the mail that this individual that caused you harm many years prior is being released, and all of a sudden you're right back there as if the incident just occurred.
How can we as a community better support those victims of, traumatic sexual assault?
First and foremost, it's believing them. Be that kind, listening ear, supporting them to get the services that they need.
And with Dossie's release approaching quickly, Call is doing all she can to stay strong.
What would you say to people that are going through this possibly too?
Just keep fighting. Don't give up.
3, 2, 1. Our market in the deli is open.
And it's wonderful just to see us coming alive again.
Bright and early on Thursday morning, residents on the Ridge gathered for the new holiday market grand opening.
It means everything to me. I've been coming every couple of days to watch them turn this into this spacious, beautiful place.
So why all the celebration? Well, back in 2023, the Paradise Holiday Market was shut down due to a lack of foot traffic after the 2018 campfire. Now returning after popular demand, a local market is finally back on the Ridge.
I think for a lot of people, it's just bringing something back that they lost when we lost the Paradise location. The deli, the great sandwiches, that's the biggest draw.
And locals wasted no time placing their orders and hitting the aisles after the ribbon cutting.
It's about time Magalia got something good. And now I don't have to go to Chico to buy groceries, so I'm happy.
Longtime Magalia resident Linda Stoltz says she is so grateful to see the holiday market make a comeback, but she hopes that this isn't the last recovery effort in Magalia.
I'd like to see more restaurants come back. I'd like to see some fast food here. We lost everything. You can't do anything up here pretty much. You got to go to Chico for everything. I didn't move here to live in Chico. I moved here to live in Magalia. So it's great to see something good finally happen.
And Stoltz isn't the only local who feels this way. Can you talk about, what you hope to see next happen?
More businesses reestablishing and or new businesses coming to town.
Which is looking promising as more and more people seem to be looking for work in the area, according to holiday market manager Lisa Chelton.
When I made that posting for Holiday Market, I think in 10 days I had 70 applicants. Just a lot of interest and people wanting to work in the deli.
Making Thursday's grand opening more than just a ribbon cutting, but maybe a new beginning.
Instead of walking backwards up the road and worrying, a lot of us are turning around and looking forward.